Apologies, Leo. The sun actually overheated my laptop, and just as I was saying that I need to probably take a little bit of a rest after the Leo reading, my laptop crashed. So where were we? We were at the Eight of Swords energy for you, Leo, and taking some healing with this transformation, because Scorpio transformation is really intense. I mean, the Scorpio, if you think about the mythology or the symbolism, the archetype of Scorpio, it's from the scorpion, which is hidden, to the eagle, to the phoenix. And the phoenix rising is about burning everything that we know to ashes. And that's not an easy transformation. It's not as, you can't skip the burning. You know, if you have to ascend, you have to go through that intense burn. And Leo, with your energy being sun energy, it can be quite intense, as what happened in the reading. I often say whatever happens in the reading is also an indication of what's going on for whoever I'm reading for. So this is why it's really important, Leo, to take this rest, and that is yellow energy, that is your energy, the solar plexus energy, and allow yourself to move from feeling unstuck, or to transform from those versions of yourself that want to keep you stuck or feeling comfortable. What else for my Leo from the Light Seers deck? Wow, look at that sunbeam coming through for you, Leo. That's incredible. Wow. Only jumpers, please, and thank you, Spirit. Only jumpers. Magician. Yes, you are manifesting, Leo. This is about manifesting. And look at that yellow energy behind the Magician. That solar plexus energy that's stepping into a new sense of self-confidence and worth that is going to allow you, to bring in your manifestations, Leo, but that does mean you have to rest. Major Arcana card of Gemini, you could be dealing with a Gemini, or you could also be looking at things from different perspectives, and also going through this, intuitive download process, which is what Gemini is busy going through. And it is an infinite process. We never actually really get to the end of it, which is why it can feel exhausting, and it can feel like we are going around in circles and like whirlpool energy at times. But it's coming back to that point in the circle, looking at things from a different perspective, Leo. And that's when we can shift and use our fire to create and to manifest. Bottom of the Light Seers deck. This is coming up for a lot of the signs, this Two of Swords energy, and it is the overwhelm when we overthink what's actually going on with us, when we overthink the transformation, and when we want to stay stuck, not willing to listen to the downloads, feeling a little bit stubborn and blocked in the situation. Final card for Leo, please, and thank you, Spirit, for Leo. Final card of advice, messages of guidance. Same as for Taurus, I think it was, Seven of Wands energy, and that is about bubbling your energy, protecting your energy, reserving your energy, and also not trying to distract yourself too much. It's funny, very similar reading to Taurus, which is the other fixed sign. So again, holding space for Scorpio, anchoring the space for Scorpio, anchoring the energy for Scorpio to be able to flow. And in order to do this, we need to protect our energy. We need to avoid circumstances, people, things that are going to distract us from our healing process. Okay, Leo, what's at the bottom of that deck? Wow, repeating message. this energy. I do feel like, Leo, you are fighting this transformation a little. It can be really intense, but this is why we need the healing. If we don't pause to heal, this is the energy that then comes in, you know, when our mental, physical, emotional body, energetic body starts going, wait a minute, this is too intense. It's easier to stay in a previous energy. And so the healing and the grounding bit is going to be very important for you, Leo. Okay, my Leos, let's see. I hope that resonated. Let me know in the comments. Virgo, let's see what's going on for your energy. For the sign of Virgo, Scorpio season messages, please and thank you. For the sign of Virgo. Wow, Two of Cups energy. So divine masculine, divine feminine union within self, wish fulfillment, major arcana, card of Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. This is about bringing in the masculine and feminine energy for you, Virgo, so that you are able to balance that within yourself, bring sacred union into yourself so that you move closer towards your wholeness. You could have been overextending in a masculine way, you know, by a lot of action, a lot of drive, or in a feminine way, by taking too much. And this is what affects the scale when it comes to abundance, is if we're receiving too much without giving, if we're giving too much without receiving, it affects the way abundance shows up in our lives. So I feel like this is coming in for you, this balance, Virgo. If it's not, you know, for within yourself, it's also, this looks like a divine partnership that could be coming in for you, a new relationship, or a level up of a current relationship, Virgo. And this is a wish fulfillment for you. What else for the sign of Virgo? Please and thank you. The devil energy. So Virgo, this could be something that, you know, has been keeping you feeling entrapped or trapped. Puppeteering energy. This could be addiction. This could be, and when I say addiction, you know, it's different ends of the spectrum. Take it how it resonates, but something that has been keeping you from moving forward. The Capricorn energy is also very practical energy. It's earth energy, like your energy is, Virgo. So it's about looking at things from a practical perspective and taking practical steps, maybe even working out a plan, you know, to see how you move away from, you know, when you tend to anesthetize your healing or prevent yourself moving forward in the Scorpio season. There's going to be a lot of overthinking for you. I feel in the Scorpio season there could be a lot of past experiences, hurts, heartbreak, trauma, feelings of unworthiness coming up right now that could cause you to overthink a little, because that is a tendency for Virgos to do. Let's just see what's going on with the other energies. Now I remember why I don't wear this ring, is because it gets stuck on everything. What else is going on for Virgo? Please and thank you. Wow, the ring and getting stuck. It just feels like attachment to it. You know, I love this ring, but it just, I think because of the way that it's designed, it tends to get hooked on a lot of things. And this is the energy of being attached to something, because attachment is also a form of distraction or addiction. Attachment to a person, to a circumstance, to a belief even. And this is what can keep us feeling stuck. What else for Virgo? And the way it keeps us feeling stuck, Virgo, is that we feel that we are not fully whole without the thing, without that external thing. And that's where the feelings of, lost depression come from, when that is no longer there. And with the ascension process, with the evolution transformation process, we do lose people and things. And that is probably the hardest part of moving forward. What else for Virgo? The High Priestess energy, that's your opposite energy. Card of Pisces, it is about intuition, trusting your intuition, downloads. You could be feeling, energies around you as well, with the veil being very thin at the moment. A good practice is to banish any energies that do not serve you, that might have attached to you, Virgo. And I feel like this could also be what the devil energy is here for. And just to say, anything that is non-consensual and not sovereign, not aligned with my sovereignty, leave my space now. Leave my body now, leave my space now. And the law of the universe will not allow that energy back in. So that's what I was feeling, like that you could be feeling, some attachments to you that could be draining your energy. But as you step into wholeness, you start to recognize the things that are draining you from being able to be fully functional. At the bottom of that deck, again, the drain, the 10 of Wands, the burden, feeling like you have everything on your shoulders. And it could be from, some attachment energy coming through here, Virgo. I just felt cool to say that if you need any, advice on releasing attachment or recognizing when you do have attachments, especially that are energetic, please reach out. My details will be in the description box. I can say this because I have been experiencing that a lot, especially, moving into this healing work. The Death card, wow, major arcana. You've got 3 major arcana now, Virgo. That's incredible. So something deep is definitely shifting for you here. Card of Scorpio. This is about transformation. So there is deep transformation happening here for you. Death, rebirth. Burning away what doesn't serve your highest calling, what is no longer in alignment. It's a difficult transformation to go through, but it's also beautiful, because when you come through on the other side, you'll see what the possibility of rebirthing is. Also, rewiring yourself right now, Virgo, is what I'm feeling. Rewiring those beliefs, those attachments, those things that keep you feeling like you cannot, and I keep getting that you cannot perform, show up in your full energy and potential. So definitely Scorpio energy coming through here. Wow, for all the readings, nearly all the readings, Scorpio major arcana has been coming through. Let's look at Libra. So Virgo, I hope that resonated. Please leave a comment if it did. I'm just shifting my laptop, Libra, because I know this energy is quite intense. Okay, for Libra, please and thank you, Spirit, for the sign of Libra. What are the messages coming through in Scorpio season? Your energy, Queen of Swords, drawing boundaries, protecting your boundaries. The bottom of the deck was the 11 card, the Four of Wands, which is celebration and joy. What else for Libra? Also being fair about your boundaries, Libra, and speaking your mind, without letting your emotions take over the situation. What else for Libra? 10 of Cups. So emotional fulfillment as you do this, Libra. I think it's a sense of peace that's coming towards you. A sense of peace from this energy, from feeling trapped. The emotional fulfillment card, ultimate emotional fulfillment, is the 10 energy, the completion of a cycle. And it's emotional fulfillment that is not defined by anything outside of us. When we are able to achieve the sense of peace and calm and integration of our emotions for ourselves, there is nothing outside of you that can take that energy away. And that is why we have to do the boundary thing, why we have to stand in our energy and align with our truth. Libra, it's leading to this energy of emotional fulfillment. What else for Libra? Please and thank you. Please and thank you for the sign of Libra. I'm going to pause after Libra. I think I'm going to have to do a part 3 because otherwise my laptop is going to overheat again. Ultimate wish fulfillment. So now we've got the 9 and the 10 of Cups, Libra. That's exactly what you're moving towards, is this feeling of joy and release of anything that has been keeping you feeling burdened. And that is where the treasure is, in our own sense of inner worth, because that is the Sun energy, the Leo energy here coming through with the solar plexus, is the sense of self-worth and confidence in ourselves. And when we find this confidence, it becomes easier to draw boundaries because we now understand what it is that we want emotionally and that what serves us emotionally, as well as our energetic body. And as soon as we are able to step into this energy, we free ourselves. And I get the sense of freeing yourself, Libra, from situations that keep you feeling stuck. Here's the stuck energy again. 8 of Swords, and it was at the bottom of the Rider-Waite deck as well. So the stuck energy is also self-imposed because you have the ability to unbind. She's not actually stuck. It's just an illusion of being stuck here. And that's what happens when we tend to overthink and when we allow too many energies to surround us and we're not drawing our boundaries energetically, emotionally, physically. We can get a sense of feeling entrapped or trapped, the sense of entrapment. And it's the noise that comes in with the other energy when we are not blocking. So definitely very important here, Libra, and this is your card, to draw your boundaries here. Anything else for Libra, please and thank you. Final card of Capricorn. This is the sense of, entrapment. Card of Capricorn, Major Arcana. This could be what you are feeling, what you are trying to release yourself from. Because with 2 energies of feeling trapped, you see how these 2 souls are also trapped by the devil energy. And the devil energy is the emotions of fear, anxiety, unworthiness, the things that keep us, comfortable in previous versions of ourselves, various forms of addiction, of distraction, that keep us feeling stuck and that prevent us from our ultimate emotional and wish fulfillment, which is what is here for you, which is what Spirit, God, Source wants to bring in for you, Libra. But it's to ask yourself and be honest with yourself, which is also the Queen of Swords energy, standing in your truth, standing in your alignment. What is it that is keeping you in misalignment? What is it in your life that does not resonate with you? And why are you staying there? And to journal and meditate on the answer of that. Why are you staying in the situation? What are you getting out of it? And then to, dive even deeper. And is that thing that you're getting out of it, what is it for? What purpose is it serving in your life? When we start understanding the different energies and things that keep us in feeling trapped in this energy, we are then able to take steps, and small steps. It doesn't have to be giant leaps, but that's how healing happens. Small steps towards releasing these things one at a time, so that you can step into this energy, Libra. So it really is about the first card that came out for you today, standing in your truth, Libra. What is your truth? And that's a question that you need to answer. What is your truth in the relationship, in work situation, in every choice in your life that you are making right now? Is this for yourself, or is this for the benefit of others? And what is it that you are receiving from that is keeping you feeling stuck? Okay, Libra, I hope that helped. I'm going to pause now for part 3 until the sun energy has moved over.